And a happy What the Hell Everything Day. My name is Smitty. Coming up on the podcast, my super fun, and super disappointing in a way cheat day that I had yesterday. Yeah, I honestly said cheat day out loud. What the hell is going on with baseball right now? Look at the summer solstice. Weirdos is another hilarious one. We'll also mock the hell out of McDonald's new AI drive-thru. I'm not sure where they're located. Find out more coming up. Also, a crazy Final Destination video that is insane. A new M. Night Shyamalan movie that I don't think is has been out a couple weeks, but I haven't seen it yet, so we're going to check the trailer out. Also, Foo Fighters with Dave Chappelle. All kinds of stuff up on the podcast. The 5-year plan and the Patreon page where I will be, I just did this yesterday, I will be doing a song, I can't even believe I'm saying it, a song-by-song review of the new Black Album, Metallica Black Album, tribute album. I don't feel great about it, okay? But I'm still going to do it. It's going to be on the Patreon page. Sounds awesome, right? It'll be there. Also, you can support the 5-year plan as well, where I hike Ireland. And, oh, my God, I came up with a title. I can't tell you yet. But I am really excited about that 5-year plan, that hike in Ireland, doing podcasting from pubs. It's fantastic. Patreon.com, messed it up again. Patreon.com/we3 Smiths. And what the hell everything. What the hell everything? Can I tell you about my cheat day yesterday? Because I have been doing really well. I have actually kind of impressed with myself. I don't want to go so far as to say proud of myself yet because I haven't really seen any results, but I feel like I'm on the right track. Quit smoking close to 8 months ago now. I've just recently started running on the elliptical mostly, but I mean, I've been going further and further at a pretty good clip for me. You know, I used to be pretty active. I was in the Army years ago, and was actually fairly physically fit, but a heavy smoker throughout my life. I'm trying to get back into it. I went all vegetarian or whatever in April, and I'm sticking on that sort of way I was eating before. Not necessarily vegetarian, but the kind of picking throughout the day, a couple small meals. I'm trying to do that more, smoothies and shit like that. Really trying to reduce the calories and keep the healthy things. That being said, yesterday I'm like, it's going to be a cheat day. It's not only going to be a cheat day with, I was going to go get some good weed at Loom, and I totally did because I have the vape pen, and for those that don't understand, at least what it does for me is the vape pen thing is more of it's a relaxant. You're ready to go to sleep. It's an indica thing. I'm learning all this, by the way. But the sativa is I get super focused and super creative. It's kind of awesome. And I hadn't had that in a while, and I was kind of missing it. So I said, you know what, I'm going to get some good sativa from Loom. And by the way, I mentioned it the other day, but they got fantastic deals at Loom in Honor. Quick drive out of Traverse City, about half an hour or so, because Traverse City is terrible. Don't get me started on that from the legal marijuana standpoint. It's only been legal, like 3 years now? Something like that, and still can't get it in town? Way to go. But they had two great discounts, man. The 20% off I got for the early bird special. I got in before 11 a.m. I got 20% off, then an extra 10% because I had to sit through construction. It's fantastic. But a great sativa flower. What the hell's the name of this? Let me get the old man glasses and take a look. It's honestly, that's the thing about Loom too, and it's not a bitch. It's just my shitty eyes, is that I can't read small print anymore. What is the name of this damn weed? Citrus sap? I can't remember. I'm probably saying it wrong. But really fantastic. So I stopped and I said, you know what I'm also going to do? Because I'm going to get some good weed, I'm going to allow myself the munchies. It's a cheat day. I'm going to allow myself the munchies. What I'm going to do is go to Taco Bell, but one of my favorite things to get was just loaded, like, extra chicken burritos, you know, with all the shit on it. Extra chicken, extra big burritos at Taco Bell. Now, progressively, it's just been worse. The last 3 or 4 times I've been there, it's just dive bomb. It's been terrible. The food has been horrible. They've gotten rid of a lot of things that I liked, and I'm like, God, this is just terrible at Taco Bell anymore. And then yesterday, 2, I'm not going to say which one, but did that, 2 big chicken burritos. I got home and I sat down. I'm like, yeah. I just waited until I got sufficiently high from that fantastic weed, and I'm like, all right, here we go. Throw those burritos back in the microwave because they waited about an hour. Let's hammer these down. And then I bit into one, and there's no chicken. There was no chicken on this burrito. All the beans and such, everything else, there's like a little crumbly nugget of chicken in each of these. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I was so mad. I get really irrational. If I'm looking forward to something to eat and then all of a sudden I can't have it, I get so fucking pissed off that I want to rage. And I'm like, Urgh. And I just like slam the burrito down. I'll get this other burrito. There better be chicken in this one. Sure enough, there's no fucking chicken in this burrito. So I'm like, fuck. And I really had to talk myself down because I'm getting better about the whole getting upset for no reason thing. But when it happens, which does on occasion, I'm getting better at talking myself down, you know, because I was really close to like calling them. They're showing up back in their drive-thru window and be like, does this look like fucking chicken to you? This doesn't look like chicken. I said, all right, well, I need something to satisfy these munchies to get me back in the good mood that I was in on cheat day and feeling good about cheat day because I've been doing so well. I'm like, all right, fine. I'll just eat fucking some of Levi's awesome fucking bacon that he made and just scramble up a bunch of eggs and fucking eat some rad bacon and eggs. Goddamn time. Man, I'm never going there again. They're there with Wendy's. The last couple times I went to Wendy's, I'm like, nope. It's just, I don't know how it can be so bad. I'm all about you getting paid $15 an hour to work at these places, but it's just a fucking job, man. Do your job. That's all I ask. But I'm not going there again. I'm really trying to understand this Q-Anon thing. And I don't want to understand it to the point where I believe it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm trying to understand it. Usually, things that I don't agree with, I try to put myself in those positions to try to understand the thinking behind those people. That's just the way my brain works. So I try to put myself in the position where I understand the QAnon thing, but it loses me at the whole Satanist, the whole government is run by pedophiles thing. It's just nonsense. It's fucking nonsense. So I don't understand. It's spread to Canada now, and I'm like, oh, come on, Canada. Come on, man. You're always just the nice guy, you know? Come on. There's a woman who is calling herself the Queen of Canada, and I don't know much. I mean, I've read through the article. I believe it or not. Her name is Ramona Didulo, and her fucking she was saying she was this Canadian political party called Canadian One or Canadian whatever the fuck stupid name it is. She's a kook. Said she was basically appointed by the same people that appointed Donald Trump and etc. The QAnon people put her in charge and propped her up, and now she has like 20,000 followers of Canadians. I don't. But they're handing cease and desist letters to all of these government officials. And there's video of all this stuff. I'm not going to play these videos, but I don't understand. I don't understand what happened to reasonable people. These are not reasonable things for reasonable people to think. This is there with flat Earth, and this is there with creationism, and this it is a real fucking fine line between like it's okay to believe what you want to believe, and then it's between that and fucking crazy and insane. I don't even know. I don't know what the line is. I don't know how to have a proper conversation with this to people that believe it. There's probably no way. Man, come on, you guys. Come on, you guys. Just for fucking shits and giggles. Just try to think. That's all I'm asking, which is why I don't understand what's going on with baseball. What is happening in baseball right now? I'm a big baseball fan, and admittedly, though, over the last few years, I've followed it less and less and less. And I don't. It's just I don't understand this 100%. The foreign substances thing, ever since the Astros got nailed and it was proven that they had cheated and used foreign substances. I don't even think it was foreign substances with the Houston Astros. It was signaling pitches and tipping pitches. I think that's what that was. I can't remember. Man, I didn't know that foreign substances were that big of a deal. The way that they're cracking down on this now with the mandatory, I think it's twice a game, umpires, it's mandatory for them to check the pitchers to check for foreign substances. It looks like they're fucking getting patted down out of the field. It's insane. And managers can ask for these things now. Joe Girardi just big debacle. It's so stupid. You're using it as a game management tactic. And I don't. It makes me not want to watch baseball at all if that stuff is going on. That's one of those things. That's one of those rules. Like, yeah, it's illegal. I fucking get it. But it's not like the dead ball era. The dead ball era, I just learned what that meant. I always just thought it was a time where nobody had really understood hitting yet. But no, they doctored the balls so much that the balls were just like gross and soggy and like dripping with tobacco juice and things like that. So we don't want cheating like that. But they just fucking did this new rule in the middle of a season because they're not happy with the way that pitchers are pitching. Now, they say in the story that the reason that they're doing this is because it looks like they're cheating. It looks like the biggest cheating scandal since the steroid era. And I don't know. Again, it's always happened. I don't see it being worse. It's so much more easy, so much more easy to get caught with foreign substances. Even though, like, what was it? Kenny Rogers with the Tigers in the World Series, where there's shit clearly on his hand. He clearly did it, and he never got nailed for it. Luckily, the Tigers didn't win the World Series. When I say luckily, not from a fucking fan standpoint. But if they would have won the World Series, that would have been a huge to-do about the Kenny Rogers thing. But it really didn't even make a ripple. But all of a sudden, it's like the worst thing, and now you're making fucking TSA pat-downs out of the mound. It's fucking stupid. Man, the fact that it gets catered to people that just need offense, I fucking hate it so much. I really do. It's like I love a good scoreless baseball game. Low scoring baseball game as much as I love a hit fest, man. It's fucking baseball. It's good defense. It's good pitching. I still have a hatred of the DH. I hate the designated hitter. I think fucking stop catering it to fucking pitchers, okay? Does it get any weirdo than like the summer solstice weirdos? And that, look, I'm not trying to really make fun of anybody. But it sounds like a lot of hippie friends I got. They're fun to make fun of sometimes, you know? I do it with the utmost love and respect. But the summer solstice weirdos are hilarious. The ones that go to like Stonehenge and bum-rushed Stonehenge the other day. Seriously, they had COVID restrictions at Stonehenge. And there was some morning show like broadcasting from there and said, sorry, we have to stop this broadcast because everybody bum rushed the fucking barricades at Stonehenge and just laid down and did all the crazy weird, we got to lay around solstice Stonehenge thing. I don't know. It's hilarious. And it's also another indicator that there's so many people that just feel like right now, especially getting out of COVID, that you can just go still do whatever you want to do. It's like the U.S. Open thing where everybody bum rushed Phil Mickelson when he was walking down 18. They just feel like they can do whatever they want. There's still rules. There's still nice protocols and social norms that we should probably still follow. Just stop it. Stop being dicks. Also, Stonehenge weirdos are hilarious. Hey, guys, if you drink 12 energy drinks a day, don't be surprised if you have a fucking heart attack, okay? Oh, my God. This dumbest guy of all time, Lee Kamen, this is out of the UK, was known to consume 8 to 12 energy drinks a day, and then at the age of, I think, 55 or at least maybe 50, he was in his early to mid-50s. Had a heart attack. Oh, my God, fucking shocker. Now he's going up doing this smarmiest campaign of all time to try to ban sales of energy drinks to kids. Dude, it's like anything, you stupid idiot. If you have too much sugar, if I drink too much coffee, if I eat too much of Levi's bacon, I'm probably going to have a fucking heart attack. It's called moderation, fuckface. One more story before my first musical interlude of the podcast, which is going to be Foo Fighters featuring Dave Chappelle. But I like mocking AI. I like mocking and making fun of stories that have to do with AI, mostly because I'm at least halfway afraid that they're gonna kill all humans. And when I say afraid, I want it to happen. But it's still fun to make fun of it and say it shouldn't happen. There's so many conflicting ideas right there, but let's dive in, shall we? With the latest, I was just talking shit about Taco Bell. Now let's talk shit about McDonald's. McDonald's has a new AI drive-thru, so what I'm going to do is read this story word for word. Okay, this is a first-hand account of somebody that just watched McDonald's new AI drive-thru. Okay, so let's read this through, shall we? But then a TikToker called Soupmaster2000 documented her experience at the new AI drive-thru. Welcome to McDonald's began exactly the same female robot voice you've heard every time you've tried to get through to a customer service operative at every internet provider, cell phone carrier, just about every business these days. The McDonald's robot continues. We're currently serving a limited menu, so please review the menu before ordering. There's little more welcoming than being greeted by an inhuman voice telling you that thing you want to order may not actually be offered today. But goodness, this is just an experiment, isn't it? Surely the robot is programmed to offer a tinge of wit, no? No. The voice is exactly the same robot voice you've heard in every disturbing sci-fi movie. It's as if Siri's daughter had just got her first job. Soupmaster offers two medium Oreo McFlurries. The response, all right, in a voice that suggests you may shortly be approached by two members of the secret police. The robot then asks if the customers want anything else and invites the customer to please pull forward because no mere human would know how to do that. Soupmaster described it as the most dystopian thing I've ever seen in my 27 years of life. It's hard to disagree. One hopes that over time the voice of robots will become more palatable. There has been, though, a further little twist. McDonald's is now being sued for allegedly recording voice print details of its customers at the robot drive-thru. Oh my God. The lawsuit claims that McDonald's makes the recordings to be able to correctly interpret customers' orders and identify repeat customers to provide a tailored experience. Ha ha, McDonald's has your voice. Yay for dystopian future. I'm loving it. This is one of the most Final Destination things I've seen in a long time out of Turkey. And, man, you want to talk about just any second. Apparently somebody thought it was going to be a good idea to just throw your old couch out of your window because you're too lazy to, get it down the old-fashioned way, I guess. Oh, my God. OMG. That definitely makes you pucker. That makes you pucker. One more time. Oh, ah. She's like, hey, fuckface, I'm down here. Oh, my God. I don't know if you've seen video of this yet. It went pretty viral. Foo Fighters had their return big-ass show. I think they had a club show maybe a week prior to this. But the first full capacity show with a fuck ton of people at Madison Square Garden. I've never been to New York City, but when I wanted to, if I wasn't over here dancing with irresponsibility, I would have 100% tried to go to this Foo Fighters Madison Square Garden show, which would have been fucking incredible, and I'm sure it had to have been, because I don't know why. I heard a clip of it, and I'm not going to say I love Dave Chappelle singing, but it sounded meh. But apparently Dave Chappelle came on and sang Creep, Radiohead's Creep, for the Foo Fighters. I'm just going to give it a little look-see. Foo Fighters are a Hall of Fame band for me. 3 times. 3 times. 3 times in 3 states. That could be a goal. I've seen Foo Fighters 3 times in 3 states. Michigan, Illinois, Wisconsin. Dave fucking Chappelle, man. Granted, this is cell phone footage if you're listening on Spotify or anything. See, this is why I love Dave Grohl and the Foo Fighters, because that guy doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck what you say or what anybody else says. If Dave Grohl wants to do it, Dave Grohl's going to make it fucking happen. If that's covering the Bee Gees, whatever, I'm going to do that. If that's making a fucking really rad artsy record in Medicine at Midnight, then I guess he's going to do that. And then it's Dave Chappelle on to sing fucking Radiohead. It's like I didn't think I could like Dave Chappelle anymore, and I didn't think I could like the Foo Fighters anymore, but here I am.
I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul.
And it doesn't even matter what he does. Like, he's not making jokes right now, but he's still fucking funny. While being good. Does that make sense? I don't know.
You're so fucking special. But I'm
All right, that's all I care about. It's like halfway through, and I'm not going to watch the whole thing because it's mostly cell phone footage. And Dave Chappelle's not a great singer, and I don't really care to watch it that much more than that. But yay, Foo Fighters! Fucking A, rock and roll is back. I don't know still how great I feel about. Let me label this real quick, Dave Foo. I don't know how I feel about still being in crowds, and it's not that I'm afraid of COVID. I don't feel like I am. I mean, I'm vaccinated. Wasn't really that afraid of it before. But still, just the idea of a fuck ton of crowds and just swirling around, all sorts of like stink and sweat and like things flying around, like things fly around a rock show, man. Breath and vapor is usually the least of those fucking toxic things. So, man, I don't know. Don't know how I feel about crowds yet. All I know is I wanted to be at that fucking Foo Fighters show. I might want to be at this new M. Night Shyamalan movie, and by at, I mean watching in the privacy of my own home. I still haven't watched the movie yet. I don't know if there's a movie that I want to see in the theater. I'm not even really paying attention to like what movies are coming out lately, which is why I'm actually just finding out about this movie probably a couple weeks late. I think they dropped this trailer a few weeks ago and announced it. But M. Night Shyamalan, who I like, and I know a lot of people give a hard time to, they think some of the movies he makes are dumb. I will say that I like a lot of his movies. Obviously, like Sixth Sense and Unbreakable and Signs are great fucking movies. Lady in the Water was where you start to lose me, but I really liked The Happening. You know what I mean? Like, I could go through his movies and just say which ones I think are awesome, but the one where they stayed at their grandparents' house was fucking scary. I don't know people that don't like that movie. That was the movie, I can't remember the name of that, but it was The Devil or something in the elevator. And then the sort of sequel, Split, the sort of sequel to Unbreakable. I really like that movie. But then they did Glass, which was the next sequel, and that kind of fucking sucked. So sometimes M. Night Shyamalan makes shitty movies. Sometimes he makes awesome movies. I will watch them all to figure out what it's going to be. So let's take a look at the new trailer for the movie Old. I've not seen it. M. Night Shyamalan says there's nothing else out there like this movie, so I know that's probably somebody just saying that because he's supposed to say it, and he probably thinks it. Anyway, let's give a look-see to the trailer for Old.
No kids allowed on the beach? What?
It's not true!
Oh, no! Oh, no!
We never leave each other. Nothing separates us.
Are we there yet? You said 5 minutes. Technically, it's been more than 5 minutes.
Let's just all start slowing down.
It's a lovely beach.
I believe I found this online.
I guess it's not that secret a beach.
Whoa!
Who would leave this?
From the hotel! They're so rusted!
What's happening?
Found stuff from the hotel in the sand.
Ready or not, here we come!
Ah!
What happened to her, Mom?
I don't know.
What happened to her?
The body has decomposed.
How quickly can that happen?
7 years.
But she just died.
Wait, where are the kids?
Trent!
Kara!
Come here!
Hey, have you seen my children?
Mom? I'm right here.
Dad, why are you looking at me like that? What's happening to us?
My daughter just turned 6 2 weeks ago.
Mom?
Whatever's happening to us is happening very fast.
You have wrinkles. There's something wrong with this beach.
What's happening?
Fucking Benjamin Button's beach. Ah!
We have to get off this beach.
People are blacking out going this way.
If she makes it to the ledge, she might have a chance.
Why is she stopping? Why is she stopping? Kara, wake up! Wake up!
They have to know what this place does.
I don't know! You're lying!
Look!
What is that?
A message.
We never leave each other. Nothing separates us.
We're connected to something bigger.
Yo.
Oh no. We're here for a reason.
All right. It looks like I'm going to watch it. It didn't really grab me, but I'm going to watch it and hopefully like it. And I know I'm not going to like this. Man, I'm on the record as saying I think you should be able to do what you want. As long as you're not hurting yourself or anybody else, feel free. Do things. Do the craziest things you could possibly imagine, but some things are just a bit too... Out of England, I don't know, is it Malik? Anis Malik, we'll just say that. I haven't seen any pictures yet, but the headline, man unrecognizable after spending 130,000 euros to look like a real-life filter. A real-life, like, phone filter. Now, I have not seen the picture yet. I figured I would just watch it right along with you. Let's look at all of the things that he has had done. I did not, again, see any pictures yet, but real quick. These are the following procedures. Spending $130,000 in plastic surgery to give himself a real-life filter look. Cheek fillers, Botox, veneers, laser hair removal, microblading to complete his new look. And like I said, if whatever you want to do that makes you happy, then you should be able to do those things that make you happy. Even in this story, he says he's never been happier. And I'm like, well, that's good for you. I'm glad for you. But I just wish we would get to the point, because it really does bum me out when we talk about like body expectations, and like you see all these people with filters and you want to look like that. You're just because you're unhappy with yourself. That thing really bums me out. So let's take a look at how he looks now. Oh my fuck. Like, I guess that's better? He thinks it's better. I'm sure he gets, do you think he gets compliments? I would be worried that I would meet someone like that in real life and just worry that it was my shitty eyesight. And I'd be like, wait a second, you look fucking blurry. What's going on? Oh my God. Oh, this fucking guy. Is that the only one? Nope. I don't understand the need. It's like, I watch this fucking reaction video. It's called Lost in Vegas. It's super fun. It's these guys. They started out basically as like hip hop fans and are learning about rock and metal. And the one dude on there really gets into Metallica, and he fucking rages it, and he gets the little the scrunchy face when he's going. He's like, yeah, and he's rocking out. But he's like, oh man, Metallica's gonna give me wrinkles. I need to get Botox. And I'm like, I just wonder, wow, what's so wrong with it? What's wrong with the wrinkles? I don't understand. What's the problem? Because, like, that is not... Again, do what you want. Do what you want. But just love yourself. Just try loving yourself, then maybe you can love other people. I say as I'm running on the treadmill fucking 10 miles a day because I'm fucking just feeling fat. Can I say I just dodged getting the treadmill, getting a treadmill bullet. I just dodged that bullet. Brother Levi was going to get a treadmill. He's like, dude, I think I'm going to pull the trigger. And we had the tape measure out, and we were like, all right, we actually did some rearranging to fit the treadmill in the basement along with the elliptical and the weight bench and things. Thankfully, it's not going to fit. Thankfully. Now, I don't know if I would have ran on the treadmill. I'm really happy with the elliptical. When I actually had to tell somebody, I felt like I had to tell somebody, no, I don't really feel like playing volleyball. Because I'm worried about my ankles giving way. Like, they're so weak and noodly. Oh my God. So I'm happy with the elliptical. It's really easy on the knees and on the ankles, and it's going to strengthen those up before I start the really clumping with my fat ass on my terrible ankles. Whew. That being said, did not get a treadmill, and thankfully not the Peloton treadmill, because fuck that company. Remember when Peloton had the whole controversy because the guy got the girl a treadmill and everybody's like, shut the fuck up. That is not why I'm saying fuck Peloton. I'm saying fuck Peloton because apparently the thing costs $3,000 and they have a $40 a month subscription that you have to purchase in order to use the goddamn thing. What a racket. And I've seen it. It's just people barking at you on a screen. It's not nearly as good, by the way, as what I'm doing right now when I am on the treadmill. When I'm on the treadmill or the elliptical, excuse me, I put on 4K hikes. And I went through the whole Grand Canyon. Well, not the whole Grand Canyon, but a little bit of a 4-hour Grand Canyon video, 2-hour, whatever. And now I'm hiking through Ireland. And while I was hiking through Ireland, I came up with the name on the actual podcast that I will be hiking through Ireland. I'm not going to tell you yet, but 100% came up with it as I was hiking in Ireland on my elliptical. Great story. Smitty, shut the fuck up. Are we really at the point where prosecuting people for helping the homeless is like a real option in 2021, or did I find myself in like a new like version of Les Miserables? You know, we're like, you're poor, fuck you. There's out of North Carolina, where, what is this man's name? I don't even know if it's a man, to tell you the truth. I'm not sure if it, Tariq Bokhari, I'm not sure, councilman, so there you go, suggested that people should get prosecuted for giving money to the homeless. And I don't even think he's saying it in jest. He's not apologizing for it. He says, look, people aren't getting it, and they're still bringing food. And these are direct quotes, by the way. People aren't getting it, and they're still bringing food and clothing and resources directly to folks that are out there right now. They're only making themselves feel good. Perhaps we should explore making that a misdemeanor. Rather than, he's like, hey, tent cities or aggressive panhandling, none of this is helping. None of it's working. So what's the idea? Like, to just not help at all? It's honestly, the fact that there's no viable way to help people to stop being homeless. Is there no viable way? I remember I was on the radio. I'm not going to call anybody out specifically, but I was on the radio and I interviewed somebody who was organizing a fundraiser for the homeless. And the fundraiser was, I don't even want to say the name because I don't want to call anybody out, but it was raising money to get tarps for the homeless so that it would give them shelter. And I'm like, is this where we're at? Is this where we're at? Where it's just like, hey, sorry, there's a couple fucking tarps for you. I could maybe, I don't know what else could be done. I'm not fucking smart enough. I know it seems like nobody else is smarter than me either because they can't fucking figure out anything to do other than tarps or prosecuting people for giving money to the homeless in Charlotte, North Carolina. It just seems really stupid. It seems really stupid that we are as advanced as we are and we can't come up with fucking reasonable solutions to get people from living out in the fucking woods or in slums or somewhere under a fucking bridge. I want to talk about Porsche's new soundtrack, and it's not even, like, I'm not even a car guy, but there is something awesome about going fast and having music on when you're going fast. Soundtrack My Life, that's what it's called, and they composed their own soundtrack. And whatever software or AI, or I don't know how the fuck it works. Quote from the story, the soundtrack will swell and intensify under hard acceleration and cornering, but calm down at a stoplight. A spirited drive in the canyon should sound very different from a sleepy early morning commute. That's kind of rad. I've never really wanted to get a Porsche before. Now maybe that's a bucket list goal too, just to drive through Ireland. And last but not least, on the What the Hell Everything podcast, came across a blog article, 50 amazing old English words ye should definitely be using more. It's from thoughtcatalog.com. So there you go. There's your shout. Not going to go through all these, just some that either A, I recognize, or B, sound funny. So let's just head down. It is in alphabetical order. For instance, apricity is the feeling of warmth in the sun in the winter. Ooh, besmirch, to make something dirty. I've heard that term before. You besmirch Billingsgate, a.k.a. curse words. Brabble, to argue loudly about things that don't matter. Basically what this podcast is. Let's see. A cockalorum, small man with a big opinion of himself. Also this podcast. Oh, also another podcast reference. Fudgel, pretending to work when you're really doing nothing at all. Oh, man, there's all kinds of weird ones on here. Hugger mugger. It sounds like something out of fucking Harry Potter, which is a secretive or covert behavior. Jargoggle, to confuse. Man, these are all stupid. Let's not bring any of these back. Except for thou. Thou must bring some old English words back, and thou must check out more of the What the Hell Everything podcast. You want to hit up the Patreon page, patreon.com/we3Smiths. And the 5-year plan as well. Got all kinds of stuff. YouTube, Spotify, you name it. I probably don't got everything you want, but what the hell everything.
So long, sucker.
Good night, everybody.
I am so sorry for everything that has happened.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, all right, I'll see you guys there.
Find a bar and get your face, huh? Get me paid, bitch.
Sit, boo-boo, sit. Good dog.
I love y'all very much. Peace out.
Good night, ladies.
What the hell everything?